Woohoo! Hey yo everyone, welcome back. It's Days in the house. Welcome back to Days Analysis. Man, today man is all about transfer news. Transfer news we want to talk about today because like the World Cup, yes, the World Cup has been doing its thing. France, Norway 4-1. It felt like Norway did not come to play that match. They did not even start Norway, their main players, and start France. It's as if their players are chasing that golden boot because they started everybody. Mbappe was so angry he did not score today. So it was quite now the usual. Senegal, I'm happy for them because it was not going to be funny if they did not make it to the next round. So that can kind of help their. But the main cocoa is transfer news. Like man, is happy for the Premier League. Man. Premier League is making me joyful right now. Premier League is giving what it's supposed to give in the sense that it has not started though. It's just transfer window. Just transfer window. It has not started. So you can imagine how happy I am with what is happening. So first of all, kudos to Arsenal, man. Kudos to Arsenal. I'm very, very proud of Arsenal. Like that bid they dropped. That's what they call Semi Ganja. That bid they dropped for Bruno Guimaraes. I loved it. The way I saw Arsenal bid for Guimaraes, I was like, oh, this would not go and carry safe money. That 55 million bid. It just shows that it's not everybody that is moving mad like Tottenham. Tottenham is just decided to move mad. They want to spoil everybody's transfer window so that they will know even if they leave the league next season, they will know that at least they spoil people's transfer window. Because I don't see any reason why they are running up and down. Okay, Guimaraes and Tonali in the same team. Though the only difference is Guimaraes is older than Tonali. I think it's 29. Tonali is 27, 28. So, but if the 2 year gap self going, should not be 100 million. Tonali is not an 100 million midfielder. I'm very, very sorry. It's not 100 million. 80 million, fine. So that's 55 million bid for Guimaraes. I know what Arsenal is trying to do. They are trying to prime the deal so that when they know now, okay, when they maybe if they drop 85 million, probably that's where they will end and probably get the deal done. But if they drop 85 million, I will carry this guy. Me, I will not go mind put him out. As a Man fan, I will not mind putting him out because he's kind of if you can't get someone like Chimeni, he's the next this thing. But we'll come back to Chimeni now. He's the next. Gomez is like the peak presently. If you are putting Chimeni there, yes, he has not reached that Chimeni level, but he's the closest to Chimeni, to be honest. I feel he's in that Anderson stage. It's not even Anderson mate, to be honest. It's not Anderson mate. Just Anderson is young, so the ceiling is still there. Gomez is at his potential already. He's 29. He can get better though, because midfielders they age like fine wine too sometimes, so you cannot quantify what he can get to. But that's Komare's zone is actually very. I like that. Congratulations to Man City for getting Elliot Anderson. I will say I'm not jealous because he's a good player. Yes, he's a good player, but for that amount, you cannot. First thing first, like I said, I've said in a previous video. I complain about Man U paying outrageous prices for players, and I'm not going to do like someone like Goldbridge and as when out there I complain, but now I'm now shouting that they should go and be paying. To me it doesn't make sense, especially with the situation we're in. It doesn't make any sense. If they want to pay, since people are paying 160 million, Kajiko Kai, may they carry their money they go, may they carry their boy they go. And he's a very good player, to be honest. If it's about play, he has leveled up Man City's midfield 100%. That is a fact. He has leveled up Man City's midfield. Because to be honest, the guy is so efficient that I feel box to box plays him better because he actually knows how to strike the ball. So box to box plays him better. So Anderson that one is a top notch deal. Who again? Mayu, Fernandez, and Tottenham. That triangle is tiring me. But there's one thing I've noticed about Ineos. Ineos, they don't work if they are not sure of the situation. If they are not sure that okay, they will probably be able to get Fernandez, they will not be in that whole drama because Tottenham is just trying to. I will pay this. I will do this. I will do. I'm like, you guys should punk me. If this guy say no sign for me now we just drop 95 million. I go do. See, we've been there. We've done that. Go and ask the junk. 17 million. Now what they use? Why not say the junk is waiting for 17 million payment from Baka or Yoni? We've been there. We've done that. If the guy decides that his man he wants to go to, which I'm hearing that is the case right now, like he's not interested in any other move. It's going to basically help us. If we will end up collecting what we want to pay them, it's not going to be far away from the 5. I feel it's going to be like I said before, 65 million with 10 million in add-on, 75 million. Fine, no problem. Because when you're talking about the tier now, I'll say tier one, Gumares, Trimeni, Anderson, tier one. Tier two, Fernandez, then who? Tonali, Fernandez, Tonali, that kind of thing. I'm not saying Fernandez and Tonali because the truth is, technically, Tonali is good technically, but he's too gun he's too bag. I love Tonali. If I had the chance to get Tonali, I know I will get out. I would love to have Tonali too, but Fernandez has the higher ceiling in terms of he's still young and all, so that's why I've like put them in the same bracket here too. Why tier three you now be having Alex Cook? I don't know how that guy is. It's like say these people don't they run mad. This thing, this transfer window. These people are making mad statement. How will you be telling me Alex Cook is 8 to 80M? Was he from where to where? This guy, they didn't talk about this guy since the beginning of the season till after Arsenal's match. If mainly scored against Arsenal, that's when his price entered 80 million. As how? Say waiting. What has Alex Cook done that's Bergvall in Tottenham that is leaving Tottenham for I think for 5 million that's the asking price? What has Alex Cook done that Bergvall has not done? So I don't see honestly, and Bergvall is even younger. I'm not saying why you should go for Bergvall, but I beg, I'm not. And Cook is box to box. Fernandez is kind of it for us. Fernandez is the perfect fit because he can actually play as a replacement to Bruno. He can play as a replacement to Kobe Mainoo. He can play as a 4. He's not special. He's not a specialist 4. Yeah, but he can play as a 4. He has done it consistently. He knows how to get the ball from the back line, and he's good in a tackle. He's not the best. He's not a Trimeni in a tackle. He's not someone that goes that hard. He's not a Rodri. He's not a Caicedo, but he's good in a tackle. So it's Fernandez that covers all the loopholes. This guy, Alex Cook, he can't play as a 4. That one is out of it. He can play as a CM, but you see, to me, he's just basically a box. He can't play as a 10. He's not that creative. Yes, he knows how to do step overs and normal. He do step overs, but he's not that creative. I beg that Cook 80 million talk. You think they will vex my time? I'm like, waiting at the talk. I beg, the more rest. It's not to me. It's not making sense to be very honest. Who again are they linking to us? Now let's come to I listen to a lot of ITK on like Man U news and basically some other this thing, normal Austin, blah blah blah. Yeah, but I listen to some special ITK that know all this Ritual, and Ben Jacobs and the likes, and they're talking about Trimeni, and there is a caveat to that Trimeni stuff. Apparently, Man U before the incident with Valverde, Man U already spoken to Trimeni agent before the incident with Valverde, and he has kind of alluded to the fact that if anything happens in Madrid, like if he has to leave or if he's not comfortable in Madrid anymore this summer, because it has been kind of dicey, that he's not coming to Madrid anymore. This was before the whole situation with Valverde. There's not coming to Madrid anymore. It is Man you want to come to. And again, another thing came up again of recent. A leak came up this week again that is enjoying life with Madrid till proven otherwise or till otherwise, because that if he has to leave Madrid, he's going to probably come. He's going to want to come to Manchester United, which I'm very happy. That's one of the players of getting that Champions League that we're going to qualify for. So that remaining stuff, I know as a club, man, you are using one eye. My prayer is it should be Trimeni and Anderson. I know that people will say, oh man, how you want to do the money too much, blah blah blah. 65 million with Trimeni is going to be 85 million. You can even pay some 5 million with 10 million in add-on for Trimeni. It's going to be 85 million. So though Trimeni's salary is no joke, and you cannot be paying almost 75 million for Fernandez, and you will not, at least at all, you collect around 130, 140, that kind of thing. It's not like Anderson that is collecting like Anderson is collecting, say he's 87 or so. It's not even up to 100k. So I understand that, but that remaining G, it's so obvious that United, they are still eyeing the G, like we are still hoping it works out. I don't know if it works out. I go, my phone, you get that. So after that, I think there is no other Nico Pass he left Como to Madrid, he buy back club, then they sold him to 60 with 60 million euros back to Como, and they have a buyback clause. I'm like, you guys should chill now. Which though Madrid is just trying to take control of that snooker situation. They really like the guy, and they don't want to lose him later in the future. They feel he's going to be a big star, so they don't want to lose him. And it's fine. Chelsea going for Lacroix, and that is it Lacroix or Lacroix? Lacroix, that Crystal Palace defender. The guy plays today. That guy is actually is good for a defender. I will not say is. I feel is quality for a defender. I feel it's quality, but uh, I don't know because that Chelsea and I feel their backline is Chelsea's problem. Chelsea's problem, their number one problem is their backline. Their backline is not consistent in terms of they don't have the perfect match they could have had is Colwill and maybe Fofana. But Fofana, to me, I've never ever trusted Fofana. I have never trusted. I don't know why people. I never rated him. I just feel he's fast. Yes, he's fast, but he's not. He's nah. To me, I've never rated him. Their backline is one of Chelsea's issue, and I don't know what Alonso is going to come and do next season. But with this wing back guy they bought, this Paestra guy they bought, I don't know what Alonso is. If he's going to go with 3-4-3, he's going to go with 4-3. That's the one thing about that's the good thing about being flexible. He's quite very flexible, so I don't know what he's going to do next season. But that's Lacrosse guy is going to be a plus for them because Ariel is actually good. He's calm, but he has never given up the vibe of he's one exceptional defender. But you know when his players play for a small club, you might actually not pay too much attention. Sometimes because Guy was performing so well in that team, so you might actually not pay too much attention. But if they are checking the stats and all, you probably might doing so well. So then I think basically that should be all. There's some transfer that I'm thinking that to me they should be like snatch and grab for United presently because I'm hearing rumors that United we are interested in a more experienced striker to like help Sesko. And if you can get, I think I said it before, Vlahovic. If you can get Vlahovic, that's not a bad idea. Getting Vlahovic for free is not a bad idea. I know salary will come big, but getting for free is not a bad idea. Is a crazy statement of intent because you know if you are either which way, Vlahovic, Sesko, you have people that they are grounded. They are not going to. You cannot just bully them and all. They are grounded. And also, if they don't want to go that route, if they want to go the route of getting both a left back and a left winger, then put Cunha in the nine. I don't have an issue with it because, to be honest, Cunha is a different style of striker from Sesko. He's more like the Kane type of. He wants to drop deep. He wants to be part of the play and all. But I don't mind, to be very honest, if you can get a left winger because I don't think we'll get a striker, a left winger, and also a left back and get three midfielders. That if we do that, that's 6 players. If we do that, Oba Tokpeye for these people because that's 6 players. And that centre back position, I know that the board they are really thinking of that about this position because we are stacked there, but we just have our main 2 centre backs are injured most of the time, or they are not injured, they have suspension, and also that centre. I'm 100% sure that the board they are really pondering on that centre back position. I'm sorry to say, I wanted to say Schlotterbeck's injury kind of made everything easy because low key, it felt like Man were really monitoring Schlotterbeck's issue when he signed a new contract, 60 million, and also I felt like as the guy got injured like this, I think his injury is going to be long. I think 6 months. So I feel Man injured that will. Which how many centre backs are available that will move the needle because basically for a team to be challenging, you don't just push the ceiling of the team. You have to raise the floor. If you can raise the floor, at least when your second team can compete with basically, let's say from the 8th position to the last position in the table, if your second team can compete on that level, you already have a team that can challenge for a title. So if you can raise the floor at least, because our second team, if man you come up first team, oh my goodness, our second team is shambles, man. Our second team is it just drain your body, just our second team is shambles. But thank God there's awareness, and from the way and the meeting is talking, Laurie Whitwell is talking, Stephen Olsen even spoke Ben Jacobs, all of them, they are saying one thing, that United they are going to sign quite a few players this summer. So I don't think it's just going to be three, it's just going to be four. I feel at least the minimum is five players. So with five players at least, it's not going to do a lot in terms of solving our issues, because some people are still saying Dalo right back, blah blah blah. But honestly, let's leave Dalo and Mazarawi to handle that issue. I don't, I will not say Dalo is best, but there's one thing about him that I just feel he he can, in a game, he can give you 10/10, like for like 30 minutes, and in that same game the next 20 minutes he'll give you 2/10. So he's everywhere, but I just feel that he can maintain that consistency, because there's a way he reads the game. Sometimes if you except you are not a football person, if you understand football, there's a way that he reads the game. Sometimes you'll be impressed, but sometimes you're like, you even have a good picture in his head, his execution will just be nonsense. And I'm like, bro, how far? But I feel over time, because I think it's 27, 26 right now. So over time, I feel it's going to get better. So that's all for today. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and again, welcome to Base Analysis. I always love having you guys here. All right, take care.